When I bought my quiet 12-acre property on the outskirts of town, the last thing I wanted was trouble with the HOA next door. I wasn't even part of their community. My land wasn't under their jurisdiction. But that didn't stop their self-appointed ruler, Karen, from treating the entire valley like her personal kingdom. She hated that my wheat field bordered her perfectly manicured backyard. She complained about dust, about my tractor sound, even about the unsightly golden color of my wheat as it ripened. I always brushed her off politely, because harvest season was coming and I had bigger things to focus on. But on the night before I planned to harvest, everything changed. At sunrise, I walked outside and froze. My entire wheat field was black ash, burned to the ground. The fire department determined it was arson, intentionally started along the fence line, right beside Karen's yard. Even worse, her outdoor security camera had captured her sneaking around the fence in the middle of the night with a gas can. While I stood there staring at the ruins of months of work, she strutted over, smirking, and said, "Maybe now you'll keep your weeds off our property." That was the moment. She made her final mistake. What she didn't know, what she never bothered to ask, was that I wasn't just a farmer. I was also a civil attorney who specialized in property and agricultural loss cases, and I knew exactly how to make her regret every smug word she had ever said to me. I filed suit immediately. Arson, property damage, destruction of crops, and interference with agricultural activity. The evidence was overwhelming. Security footage, fire department reports, and even traces of the same gasoline in her shed. She laughed when she received the summons, claiming the HOA would protect her. But a week later, when she walked into the courtroom, her face drained of color the moment. She saw me sitting at the plaintiff's table, wearing my suit, legal files neatly arranged, and my nameplate reading Attorney Daniel Hayes. She stuttered, "You're the lawyer?" I gave her the same polite smile she'd mocked for months and said, "Yes, and today, you're the defendant." The trial didn't last long. The judge reprimanded her for reckless endangerment, and the jury didn't even need an hour to decide. She was ordered to pay for the entire crop. Loss, tens of thousands of dollars, plus legal fees and punitive damages. The HOA tried to distance themselves, but the court ruled her actions were in line with repeated harassment. So they were slapped with a hefty fine as well. Karen burst into tears the moment the verdict was read, wailing that it wasn't fair, claiming my field was ruining her view and she was just trying to help the neighborhood. But justice didn't care about her excuses. For once, her entitlement had real consequences.